Welcome back, everybody. It is episode 2, uh, first week of football, and we are excited to be here. Excited to see everything that happened. Season opener, I went to Landover, watched the Commanders at sold-out FedEx Field. That was fun. Matt watched his Cowboys put an absolute beat down.
11 from heaven right here. Absolutely destroyed the Giants. Yeah, I had a fun weekend, man. Other than the fact that I destroyed my knee on the tennis court in the field of battle, I blew it up, man. Scraped it all to hell. It's bad.
Why were you on a tennis court?
Because I'm competitive. That's why. I've never played. They asked if I wanted to play. I said yes.
And you hurt yourself.
And I hurt myself. So guess what? I'm coming back. I'm going to be at the U.S. Open one day. Watch me. Not really. But I was better than I thought I was going to be. But
that's fair. I don't think I could do it.
How'd we do on our picks?
Let's see. So we are recording this before Monday Night Football just because we had a little bit of a scheduling issue. Let's see. Lions Chiefs. Matt picked Lions, I picked Chiefs, so that's obviously a point for Matt. Bengals Browns. We both picked Bengals.
Yikes, that.
Yeah.
That's
a rough one. Ravens, Houston. We both picked Ravens, but it was a closer game than we thought it was going to be.
It was better. It was better than I thought.
Then down to the Vikings game. We both picked Vikings, and the Vikings fucking lost.
Kirkwood team's not so good this year. Anyways, Keep going.
Falcons game. We both picked Falcons. They had a pretty solid win.
Bryce Young played okay.
It's good game for the Falcons. Commanders Arizona. We both picked Commanders. I was definitely expecting a way bigger score difference, but
I told you it was gonna be closer than you thought, man. But
it was, and I was clenching the whole time. People were going home in the fourth quarter. Jags game. We both picked Jags. Solid game. Let's see. Steelers 49ers. You went for it with the Steelers. They got absolutely fucking shit on. Yeah. That was a rough one. That's I was not expecting that to be as bad as it was.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Yeah. Saints. We both picked the Saints. They ended up, was it by 1?
Yeah, it was ugly.
It was ugly, but hey, they won.
A win's a win in the NFL, man.
Right. On to Broncos, Raiders. We both picked the Broncos, and the Raiders pulled it out again by 1.
Yeah, Russ sucks, dude. It was 1. Yeah, I can't with. I'm done.
I told you in our preseason predictions that he was done.
Yep.
We both lost that one. Eagles, Pats. Eagles won, but the Pats did almost do it.
Yeah, the
Eagles
hard.
Did not look great.
The Eagles should be concerned.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. The Seattle game, we both picked Seattle, and Seattle fucking lost.
Talk about a fucking letdown, dude.
Right. Yeah, that was rough. We both picked Dallas. We know how that went.
Yeah.
And then we both picked Packers. Solid win. Jordan Love is that guy.
We'll talk about that later.
And then finally, we both picked Dolphins. The Dolphins did win. Was it how much? Was it by 2?
Hell of a game. Best game of the weekend by far.
Yeah. I saw the stat lines. I was like, Jesus.
Best game of the weekend by far.
And then we're down to Bills Jets. So you currently have one more correct pick than I do, but I picked the Jets. You picked the Bills.
All right. We'll put it in the description of the video.
Yeah.
If I'm up to or what.
Yeah, we'll see who won that one.
Since we are recording on Monday, I just want to take the time. It is September 11th. Just want to go ahead and say we're thinking about all the families that were affected by that tragedy. 22 years later, man. Still, you remember that moment. You remember where you were at. So, just thoughts and prayers to the families affected. And we're America. We're gonna come back stronger, and we'll kick you right in the fucking teeth. So, just wanted to say that real quick. With that being said, however, last time I checked and we talked, you are an Alabama fan. Is that
right? You don't have to rub it in my face, man.
Is that still the case today?
I'm objective.
To me, to be just Texas outplayed you guys, start to finish. They outplayed you guys.
So, even as an Alabama fan, I will say this: it came down to quarterback play. Quinn Ewers wiped the floor with Jalen Milroe.
Quinn Ewers made Nick Saban's defense look pretty bad too.
He did. But I will also say this. If Milroe hadn't thrown those 2 picks, which were really bad, by the way, they were just poor decisions, and you saw him trying to make things happen at the end of the game where he was just launching the ball and praying. You don't do that when you're a quarterback at Alabama. For sure.
I think the moment got to him definitely, but look, as a kid, I was a Texas fan. Texas supposedly has been back for the last 5 years, according to Sam Ehlinger. But I think they're back, man. I like what Sark's done there. I think Ewers is a good quarterback. Their defense was flying around. I mean, Milroe was playing horribly, but I mean, you still got to make plays when the ball's thrown to you. So
right. I definitely think if they didn't have the turnovers, it would have been a much closer game. But that being said, and I'm going to talk about this when we talk about Deion a little too, I want to talk about how NIL deals are starting to affect this game.
I like it. I'm loving it.
So I think it's great. I really do. But coaches that aren't embracing it, I think are going to start paying the price.
I agree. I mean, Nick Saban, he's pretty open-minded for his age and stuff, but
he is not fond of the NIL stuff.
He's not fond of it at all.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, he's about winning, so he's going to do what he has to do to win. I think initially he's not fond of it, but I think
he'll
the game starts to change. He's going to change with it, or he's going to go away. You look at Dabo Sweeney in Clemson right now, dude. Dabo doesn't buy into that NIL shit. He doesn't buy into the portal, and look at them.
Right.
They got shellacked by Duke, and they were in a dogfight with Charleston Southern. So either Dabo's got to change his mindset or coach a different level of athletics here.
Yeah, well, so total amount of NIL deals at Alabama, guess what the number is?
No idea.
3 million.
Oh, 3 million players. Okay, yeah. 3 million. That's not bad.
Sounds like a lot. Guess how much in NIL Quinn Ewers gets by himself?
Probably 5.
1.2.
I mean,
so Quinn Ewers is accounting for, by himself, almost half of what the entire Alabama team accounts for in NIL deals.
Yep. You got to pay to play, man.
Right. When we jumped down to Deion, he came into a team, completely overhauled everything. His son and Travis Hunter are bringing in 2.8 million NIL deals by themselves. So that just shows you that if you're providing the availability of these NIL deals to players, you are going to bring people in.
I love it, dude. I mean, football is such a dangerous sport, man. Like,
right? Why shouldn't they get paid for having to deal with this stuff?
And I get it. Like, you get your college paid for. You get, free dorm, free all that. Some kids aren't on full scholarship. Some kids are still out there putting their literal brains on the line to play a game that they love, hoping to make the NFL to make a little bit of change. Why shouldn't they get paid?
Right.
I think it's a great thing. His ass off and get paid.
I think it's a great thing, and I think if Saban wants to stay the coach of Alabama, and this is an extremely hot take for me because everybody at Alabama loves Nick Saban. If he wants to stay the coach and keep coaching for a long time, he needs to accept that this NIL deal stuff is the future of college football.
Yeah,
because if he doesn't, he is going to lose so much recruiting potential.
Alabama and football is like Duke and Kentucky in basketball. At some point, you're just going to have to suck it up and win. I mean, like at the end of the day, It comes down to winning for those fan bases and those schools. So
and the second Nick Saban starts to not win is the second the school and the entire fan base is going to turn on him. Yep. I already know that people are not happy with them losing to Texas.
Oh yeah, I mean, my dad, he's a huge Texas fan. He was watching the Paul Feinbaum show today, and he said he had grown-ass men calling in like they were getting their candy stolen, like from Halloween, like 4-year-olds. It's like, well, they're just so used to winning. That's what they expect there. They expect to win. And when they don't, they get upset. So, and by no means is Alabama out of the college football playoff race. By no means. They went out. They're still in.
I could see it, but I can also not see it. I feel like there's a lot of teams that could possibly beat them.
Again, like I said, they have to win out. They can't lose again.
Right.
But if they win out, they're gonna make the playoff. And hot take coming your way. Colorado might make the playoffs this year, man.
I want it, dude. I would love to see that. I checked. I didn't get to see the game on Saturday because I had to work, but I went back.
They struggled a little bit in the first half on offense, but their defense came up big with some turnovers late in the first half. Shedeur Sanders started turning it on, and then that was it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at just the stat lines, the only place that it looks like Colorado is struggling a little bit is their rushing game. But in today's kind of game, when they have a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders,
it doesn't matter.
If you're only rushing for 58 yards in a game, honestly, that's fine. That's all you need because they put an absolute hurting on Nebraska. Don't get me wrong, Nebraska is not an amazing team this year.
No.
But when you can go to Nebraska and put up, was it just under or just over 400 yards passing?
I think it might have been just under. They were at home, but
it was like 393.
Yeah, something like that.
But you go and do that against a college team, it doesn't matter who it is. It's still impressive.
The week after putting up over 500 against the national runner-up. Now, if they do make the playoffs, they won't win because their offensive line is too porous. I mean, I think they might be better than the Giants' offensive line was last night, but they for sure need some work on the offensive line, and that's what the season's for, I guess. Their biggest test is going to be USC here in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for them to play. That's going to be who wins the Pac-12 right there, is Colorado USC. And I love what Deion's done, man. I love his mentality of, I'm coming, I'm bringing my players, I'm going to do it my way. And people said you can't have 50 transfers and win. Well, guess what? You can if you have the right coach and you have the right guys.
And now he's 2-0.
And he's got College Game Day coming to Colorado. Who would ever thought that at the start of the season, at the end of last season? And people are like, like this team. It's like, okay, they were 1-11 last year, but that's not Deion's team. Deion brought in 50-something new transfers. This team is good. This team should have been expected to be good. The team they're talking about was the team that had those scrubs on it from last year. And I don't know. I love what he's doing. I'm loving college football. I'm loving football being back. I'm excited for the weekends to come.
One more thing about Colorado. Travis Hunter still had a very good game, especially playing on both sides. He just looked a little less dominant this week.
Well, I mean, you can't expect
that kind of performance
100 yards receiving, an interception, and 2 touchdowns, or 1 or 2 touchdowns every week. I mean, the kid's playing 140 snaps a game.
Right. That's amazing in its own right. But I definitely want to follow his path to see if he's going to stay consistent with it. Because if he can't stay consistent on both sides of the ball, they're going to have to pick somewhere to put him. And they're going to have to figure out where he's more valuable.
And I think in the NFL, because he's going to the NFL, that's just a given. I think in the NFL they'll probably put him at corner because a shutdown corner like he is more valuable than a receiver in today's game. I think he'll still play offense in the NFL, but I just think a shutdown corner is just so much more valuable. And I think Shedeur Sanders is going to be in the NFL and make a name for himself in the NFL. The dude is awesome. Like this offensive line, they're only running for 50 yards a game?
Yeah, I got 58
last game. I mean, the offensive line is not getting much of a push up there. I mean, on one of his touchdowns, he was damn near sacked, damn near on the ground, got up and threw a touchdown. And then it happened again on a 2-point conversion. Yeah, it didn't count, but I mean, this kid, he's good. Colorado's good. I think they're going to beat USC. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
I could see that happening. I really could. Back from our little commercial break there. Had to watch Aaron Rodgers get hurt real quick.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Don't know what's going on, but looks like something weird happened. He didn't really get hit too hard or anything like that, but I don't know. We'll see if we get an update before we're done recording here. Speaking of New York, my Yankees suck, man. They suck.
I know, that's rough. I mean, you only get one. You know, Dallas wasn't doing too hot for a while, but at that time, the Yankees were running shit.
Yeah.
Now Dallas is doing pretty good, and the Yankees ain't running nothing but the losing column.
They need to fire Aaron Boone, and they need to fire Brian Cashman. I don't know what they thought they were doing extending these fools, but they can't ever get anything right. They suck. Aaron Boone they fired Joe Girardi for getting to Game 7 of the ALCS in 2017, and this dude, Aaron Boone, hasn't even sniffed that since he's been there. So, I mean, Game 6, 2019, get walked off on by the Astros. I mean, they went last year but got swept. I mean, they suck. It's just everyone gets hurt. They for some reason waited until September to release Josh Donaldson. I don't know.
This is the one place I got you beat, being an Orioles fan. You know, we're first in the AL, second in the league. There's a couple people that are right on our tail. Rays are only 2 games behind.
Yeah. The AL East is with the juggernaut, though, dude. Every team in our division is pretty good, at least. I mean, I say the Yankees suck and they're 500, and we're last at 500. I mean,
right. I mean, I'm in the exact opposite place that you are. You know, a lot of my teams have sucked for a very long time, except Alabama, and now Alabama's not doing too hot, but my Orioles are doing amazing.
Right.
At least we both get one.
Yeah, we both got. Well, I got my Nuggets, and I got something planned special.
Oh yeah. I'm not really much of a basketball fan, and you know that, but
yeah.
He's in the tent.
Surprises in the MLB this year. Texas, for one, for me. The fact that they were ever even in the lead in the AL West is kind of crazy. They got Bruce Bochy, the manager of the 3 World Series Giants teams. He seems to be good. The Mariners got a lot of young talent. They're going to be good. Astros, of course. Fuck them. Cheaters. NL, the Reds made a run there for a minute, man. They were hot. They cooled off a little bit. They're still in contention. The Diamondbacks are in contention for the wild card. There's a lot of good teams, and I think the playoffs will be very interesting for the MLB. I think the Braves are going to win it all. They're just a juggernaut. They're just the best team in the league. They're better than anybody else, really, and it's not close. So
I just really want the Orioles to go to the World Series, dude. I think they're going to cart him off.
Yikes, man.
Yeah.
If that's serious.
Yeah. I really want to see the Orioles go to the World Series. You know, I live maybe 50 minutes from Camden Yards. If they go to the World Series, I would love to catch one of those games.
Dude, if they got as good a shot as anybody in the American League, I mean, they're good. They're just good. I mean, they're
just solid. Like, I don't really think they have anybody that's exceptionally stand out. It's just everybody on that team is just very solid at what they do. And it's kind of like the Patriots. When you have people that just can do their jobs and do it well, you're going to win shit.
Yeah. I like your manager. Your catcher's good. Rutschman, he's good. I mean, your whole team is just they're solid. They're young. They're good. I'll give it to you this year, but you'll be right at the bottom of the barrel again next year, like you always are after one good season. So
kiss my ass.
No, I refuse.
They're going to be good for a couple of years. You can't deny it. They got a lot of young talent.
That's if your owner doesn't cheap out and signs them to contract extensions. Speaking of contract extensions, did you see this big news in the MLB today? The Angels have given or are open to or have given Mike Trout the ability to seek out a trade.
Good, he needs to.
I agree. You can't have you can't have the best baseball player before Shohei Ohtani of our generation on that team and never be in the playoffs.
Right. I mean, so the Orioles played the Angels the other night. I'm pretty sure we swept them. Or did we lose one? Sure. So the game I watched the other night, we beat them by like 8 or something. I can't remember the exact score, but the Angels, they did not play Ohtani. Mike Trout did not play either.
We've given up. I mean,
right.
Ohtani's going to leave. They should have traded him at the deadline. Hot take, they should have traded Ohtani at the deadline because he's not going to stay. He's just not.
He wants to be on a team that's going to win.
Right. He'll go to the big market teams. I'm not going to get my hopes up because I don't think he's coming to the Yankees. But he'll go to the Dodgers, the Yankees, Red Sox. One of those teams that just, can pay him $500 million. One of those type of teams. He's going to go there. I mean...
Well, here's the question about Trout, though. Who wants to take his fucking contract? Because he's currently the highest paid player in baseball, isn't he?
No. But he's
somebody beat out his contract?
8 or 9 years on the deal, I think.
Right, yeah. He signed like a 12-year deal or something.
Yeah, something like that. These baseball contracts are crazy, dude. And they're all guaranteed. So, like, you sign a 12-year deal, you get hurt and can't play baseball, you're getting your $400 million.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I don't know. But Ohtani, Trout, they got to get out of there. Just for baseball and its popularity, they need their stars to be on teams that are recognized. And the Angels haven't been good my entire life. They went to the World Series in 2002, but who cares? Or won it, I guess, in 2002. But who gives a shit? That's been 21 years. It's like me being like, oh, the Cowboys were good right before I was born. Like, who cares? No one cares.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I would love to see Ohtani go to a fucking powerhouse and just instantly win.
Dude, I would like to see Ohtani go to almost like an Orioles, like a small team that's got, a chance, and he can be the last piece they need. You know what I mean?
If Ohtani went to the Orioles,
the Reds or the Diamondbacks, he won't go because he won't get recognized nationally there, but and he won't get the endorsements, and he won't be on TV and all the stupid political stuff that doesn't really matter to us fans. But he won't go for those reasons. But I think he's out of there. Ohtani's gone. Trout, he'll get traded. Someone's going to trade for Mike Trout. I mean,
for sure.
If he's on the board, then he won't get passed up. I mean, just like Aaron Judge, his free agency, even though he's got a little bit of an injury history, people weren't going to pass up on him if the Yankees didn't sign him. The Giants were right there. I mean, just somewhat these guys that are, generational talents, they're not going to get passed up on. So,
right. I mean, you just don't expect them to.
No.
Somebody's going to be willing to pay the money, especially somebody that hasn't been going crazy with their salary caps. And
well, that's the thing in baseball, there's no cap, man. You can pay whoever you want, however much you want.
I know, and that's insane to me.
Yeah, and that's why these dudes get these deals, man. And I don't blame him. If I was a player too, I'd be like, sure, lock me in for 15 at $500 million. Okay, I'll stay.
You ever think they will introduce a salary cap?
I don't know about that. I don't think they've already canceled the World Series in '94 in baseball, their strikes are way too serious. Like, we had the NFL lockout a couple years ago, the NBA lockout like in 2012, and they didn't play till Christmas. And like, we've even seen it with the refs. Remember the replacement refs in the NFL?
Oh yeah, it was a fucking shit show.
But I mean, baseball, their strikes are like something serious. Like, they don't mess around.
Yeah, all the COVID stuff that was going on.
Yeah, they wouldn't play until
Dude, the Jets uniforms are really clean this year.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them. I was watching the pregame stuff on TV and on Instagram and all that. So
I'm always a fan of the white face masks. They just look good.
Yeah. So something that's a little bit more infuriating to me, and something that needs to be fixed hopefully next year in 2024, is this USA basketball situation, man. I'm going to try to compose myself.
Well, so let me get my stuff out first. So
yeah, I think that's
rant about this.
I think it's a good idea.
So I am not a big basketball fan. I didn't play it growing up. I don't watch it. Obviously, we're doing a sports podcast, so I'm going to start trying to pay attention to it. It's just not really a sport I've ever been a fan of. And I don't know why. It's just never really intrigued me as a person. But Matt said he wanted to talk about the USA basketball team, and obviously cruising around media and stuff, and just, I get stuff in my email from like NFL talking about the USA basketball team, and I just keep seeing things of them losing, which is not normally something they do. So I went and looked into it, looked at their games that they've played. Let's see. They beat Jordan, Italy, and Montenegro.
Yeah.
Good. We should beat those people. But then I look at the people that we've lost to. Lithuania, I kind of understand Lithuania.
I don't.
I mean, I can kind of get that. But losing to Canada and Germany, that just seems fucking wrong. And then I was like, let me go check out their roster. I don't know who any of those people fucking are. Not a single one. Dude, like, they literally look like the fucking amateur league that LeBron puts his son into so that he can play better. I don't know who any of those guys are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know basketball, so sue me for that. But I did not recognize a single one of those names or a single one of those faces. And I don't understand how the USA basketball team isn't composed of the best players that the U.S. has to offer from the NBA. Like, I know it's going to sound cliche to say this, but where is LeBron James? Where, I don't really know a lot of basketball players, but where is everybody? Like, if you start naming people, I'm going to know who you're talking about. But seeing what that team is composed of, no fucking wonder we're losing.
You finished?
I think so.
All right. So this is going to sound very, we're America, we're the best, but in a sport like basketball that we invented in our country, we should be the best. We have been the best. We should continue to be the best. The problem is I don't know who's running this team for the United States of America, but whoever it is should be fired, because how is our best big man, and I get it, he's the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. He's really our only big man, Jaren Jackson Jr. That man should be cut and never be allowed back in the facility. That dude averaged 3 rebounds a game. 3 rebounds a game. He fouled out against Germany. And he scored, I don't even think he scored any points. I think he had 3 rebounds and fouled out against Germany in the semifinal. Please don't come back. We don't need you. We will find someone better. Mikal Bridges played well. Jalen Brunson. These are all tier 2 guys in the NBA. These are all guys that can be a second or third option on a championship team in the NBA. But where are our stars at? Like you alluded to, where's LeBron? Where's Steph? Where's KD? Where's Devin Booker? Where's Joel Embiid? I guess I think he got citizenship. Where's Draymond? Where's Clay? Where are these players that we've seen run the NBA for the past 12 years, the best league in the world? And I disagree with Noah Lyles when he says that the NBA champs aren't world champs, because it's the best league in the world, and you have all sorts of international players trying to get to the NBA for a reason. But anyways, I get it. They don't play international teams, but I would be willing to bet a lump sum of money that the Denver Nuggets would beat any one of these national teams. Any one of them, because they're the best team in the world. They won the NBA title. The thing that just makes me upset is it's like bringing home gold doesn't matter, especially in the FIBA World Cup, when it's the same gold that they give in the Olympics. Not the same type of art on the gold, but it's a gold medal. We're America. We play basketball. We should win basketball. It's kind of where I'm at. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's just
we're gonna get copyrighted for that.
Yeah, they're very disheartening to see a team with Dennis Schroeder as their best player beat us. It's very disheartening to see Dylan Brooks, who couldn't throw the ball into an ocean in the NBA playoffs, drop 40 on us. It's very disheartening to see Germany, who we've never lost to in anything, beat us. It sucks. And I'm just, Lithuania. I bet you, Charlie, I'd be willing to bet you can point out where Lithuania is on a map.
Hey, fuck you. I was good at geography in school.
Okay, where is it?
I don't have a map.
Where? Okay, what continent is it on?
It's in fucking Europe, you douche dick.
Where?
Lithuania. It's in, is it south? Is it southwestern Europe?
You're already wrong. No.
I don't fucking know. Exactly. I can look on a map and I bet you I could point to it.
I bet you couldn't. I'd be willing to bet $10 you couldn't. But we don't have to go through that here. Either way, these teams shouldn't be beating us, and it should be personal. And the 2024 Olympics should be a slaughter. We should win those games by minimum 20 points like we did in 2012 and 1992, because that's the standard for American basketball. That's how it should be, and that's how I want it to stay. Thank you for listening to my rant. Please, LeBron, I never thought I'd ask you to play because I don't really like you, because you tried to beat my Nuggets, but you got your ass swept. But please come play for the U.S. Steph, please come play for the U.S. KD, please come play for the U.S. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break, come back with Week 1 reaction and Week 2 picks. With all of the extracurriculars out of the way, let's get into some Week 1 thoughts, some Week 1 wrap up, some things we liked, some things we didn't. I'll start it off here. Obviously, I loved what I saw from this defense, boy. Cowboys defense was flying. I'm talking, dude, I don't think I've seen a defense this fast. Like, they fly to the football, man. You can't block them. Micah Parsons, untouchable. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. It's not even going to be close.
So I put that on there too. I titled it Dominant Dallas D. I mean, it was...
you should say pause after you say that. Anyways.
Whatever. You get the point.
Yeah, I get the point. Daniel Jones was feeling that dominant Cowboys D all night. Hold up. But forcing turnovers, flying to the ball, blocking field goals. I mean, that game was just downright embarrassing. How many times in the NFL did they put second string in with 12 minutes left to go? That's what I don't understand. Why they made Daniel Jones play that whole game. Was it his punishment? Like, what was the point in that? You're gonna get your guy you just signed to a 4-year, $160 million deal hurt, and if you really think he's that guy, you don't want him to be hurt. So
right, yeah, no, it was
I don't understand that, but I mean, it was an all-out ass whooping for the ages.
I
Anybody
wonder
who
how many
tries to
fantasy
say
points the Dallas defense had.
34, I know because I played against them in 2 leagues. I was tied in one, and now I'm down by 34.
Ah.
With Garrett Wilson left, and it doesn't look like he's gonna be getting a lot of balls because Aaron Rodgers is out for the night probably. But
yeah, he went into the training room in a boot, so
yeah, not good. But that's where I wanted to start it off with a high note. I guess we can do high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Or we do all high, all low, whatever you want to do.
Go for it.
My first disappointment of the day yesterday was Joe Burrow. I know he hasn't practiced much. I know he's been hurt from the calf. I know he didn't play at all in the preseason. But they go out there and throw 31 times and only get 82 yards. I mean, it's not good.
Right, against a pretty lackluster Browns defense.
The scary part is, if this is the best O-line Joe Burrow has had, I feel bad for him the last 4 years, and I understand why people are concerned, and I get that they've been horrible before, but I mean, yesterday, it was better than the Giants, I guess, but I mean, he's still getting knocked around back there.
Right. I mean, for you to just sign your guy to what, a 4-year, 160 million, 5 years?
That was Daniel Jones. Joe Burrow got 5 years, 275.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, and then for him to go out first game of the regular season and get 3 points against a honestly not very good team, that's a little scary. You should be scared if you're a Bengals fan right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's week 1, right? Can't overreact, can't
underreact either, because that was pitiful.
Oh yeah, they got a lot to work on. I mean, again, fantasy, I got fucked. T. Higgins, 0 catches for 0 yards. He was my flex, so that was just fucking great. But yeah, it was bad. It's week 1. Don't overreact, but definitely something to look at. Definitely something to monitor. Feels like the Bengals always start slow though. Last year they started 0-2. So we'll just see. We'll see where they're at. Do you have anything that surprised you, or do you want to go next, I guess?
One good thing that surprised me. On these picks, I'm going to be a little heavy on Washington, just being at the game with my girlfriend, actually being able to watch play by play.
You damn Commander fans, man.
Everything that was happening.
You make me sick.
Our defense was fucking great. I know that our interior defense has been very solid the last few years, but our secondary on Sunday, dude, I'm not saying that they're fucking Dallas level, but they were very solid for the talent that they have in the secondary. And our defense kept us in that game because...
Which is fucking sad because he played the worst team in the league.
They're not the worst team in the league.
Who's better? Who's worse than the Cardinals?
Week 1 Bengals?
I didn't say week 1. I said worst team in the league.
I mean, shoot. So far, Pittsburgh ain't looking very hot.
There we go. I didn't say so far. And you're overreacting to week 1. Anyways, I'll let you still. Your defense played good. I'll give it that.
Good. When they don't let up 7 points in a game where the team scored 16 points, I'm happy with that. They let up nothing but field goals, and I think they actually only got scored on like one legitimate drive. The rest of it was because of turnovers.
Yeah, Sam Howell definitely didn't play as good as he did.
He had some high highs and some low lows.
Yeah, he didn't play as good as he did against Dallas in the finale last year, but again, opening day jitters.
It definitely got to him. He had a couple of really good things that I really liked what I saw, but then there were also a lot where I was just like, what the fuck is happening? They were one of my bad 5 for the week, like just seeing how fast that offense deteriorated and
Yeah.
just how honestly bad their game plan was. I did not like the plays that Eric Bieniemy was throwing out there. They just were not working.
Imagine if Terry didn't play.
Yeah. I mean, our first touchdown came off of him drawing pass interference.
Yeah, I was listening to it. I mean, I don't know. Your defense has always been the solid part of your team. Can you score enough points? And from what I saw in week 1, the answer's still no. But, I mean, it's week 1. We'll see.
I hope he can put it together. I do, but from what I'm seeing so far, I kind of have a feeling Jacoby Brissett's going to end up starting for us further down the road.
I don't think they'll give up that quick. But another thing that was, I don't want to say surprised me because we've seen it before, but something that I thought was just absolutely insane was Tua and Tyreek, man. Tyreek is just unguardable, bro. You can't guard him. He's too fast. You need to have a corner on him, and you need to have a safety over top of him.
How many receiving yards did he have? It was well over 100, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Tua threw for 466. Yeah, I mean, the dude, when he's healthy, I'm telling you, like I said last week, if he can stay healthy, man, the Dolphins are not going to be, their defense, you make good points, their defense isn't the best, but if they can stay healthy, man, it's going to be hard to beat them because that offense is fast, they score. Even Tua turned the ball over twice yesterday, too, and they scored 36 points.
Wow.
I mean, they're good. They're a good team.
Yeah, I didn't follow that game too closely, but I saw the score and I instantly said that had to have been a fucking amazing game.
Yeah, and like there was some extra pressure, right? Because Tua and Herbert came out in the same draft class and they were drafted Tua right ahead of Herbert. So there's all these people saying, Herbert's better than Tua and all this, and I'm sure.
I mean, from what we've seen so far, I have to agree with that. Herbert has put the stats up.
I agree, but I mean, head to head, I think Tua's 2-0. So,
Doug, did you see what they just ruled a touchdown?
No, I don't have the game on here.
Josh Allen was 100% over the line of scrimmage, by a full yard.
Like his whole body.
Whole body, but his planted foot was still behind.
Well, that's all that matters.
Line of scrimmage. Even if his entire body is above the line and the ball,
as long as someone's equal or behind the line of scrimmage, any part of your body. So
that's whack as fuck.
Yeah. Again, and then one of my lows, other than that, was completion percentage wise, he played fine, but this Broncos offense is hard to watch, man. It is hard to even stomach watching. Sean Payton did not make a difference. Just like last year, all they needed to do was score more than 17 points and they would have won the game, but they scored 16. And they played Jimmy G.
Mm-hmm.
And they even tried a surprise onside kick to start the game. They couldn't even do that right. Their own man touched it before it went 10 yards, and they would have had it. It's hard, man. Again, it's week 1, but it's just like shades of last year, and how soon is your team going to have those shades of last year start to creep in their head,
Right. And how soon are they going to decide that Russell needs to go? Because I think he needs to go. I think he should have been gone before the season even started.
Well, that's the thing is he's got one of the most untradeable contracts in the history of the NFL. I mean,
they're stuck with him.
They're stuck. They're stuck for at least another 3 years.
I feel for Broncos fans.
Sucks for them.
I really do.
Because their defense, again, is good, but they.
Dude, I'm so thankful that Washington didn't take the contract from Washington.
Yeah.
That they didn't take the trade because they were in serious talks about doing it for a little bit. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, he's not Mr. Unlimited anymore. That's for sure. He's Mr. Limited. So.
But somebody I really, really want to talk about, the fucking Chiefs. The Chiefs, and particularly Kadarius Toney.
Dude.
I understand, it's a competitive game. You're going to drop a ball sometimes. I think he had like 3 or 4 drops in a game. And one of them was such a horrendous drop, and it turned into an interception and a pick 6.
He catches that ball, they win the game. Not the pick 6. I'm talking about later, like fourth quarter. Game-winning drive, right here. Dropped it.
I mean,
like I'm
their receiving core definitely let them down, but also at the same time, if you're not winning a game because of not having one dude, you don't really deserve to win games.
Yep.
Travis Kelce should not by himself be the difference in that game.
I mean, he's good enough. He's good enough to be it's 1 point. He's worth 1 point.
I would say yes, but
he's worth a touchdown a game
against a team like Detroit.
Team? Sir,
dude,
the playoff team.
I liked what I saw. They need to be a little more consistent with things because they struggled a little bit.
Well, it's week 1. You're gonna struggle. But what it comes down to,
I definitely would have liked to have seen them capitalize off of all the massive failures that was the Chiefs offense.
They capitalized on one, and it was a difference in the game. Pick 6.
That's true. I will give you that.
What I liked about it, for Detroit at least, not for Kansas City, is in years past, that's a game Detroit loses somehow, some way. Something bad happens and they lose. This year might be different. This year the ball might bounce their way. I mean, they won a game that in years past they shouldn't have, or wouldn't have, I should say. And Kansas City in years past lost a game that they normally win. You give Patrick Mahomes the ball 2.5 minutes to go and 3 timeouts, down 1. 9 times out of 10, you're taking that to the bank. And Detroit's defense stepped up. Now, one thing I don't understand is why Andy Reid went for 4th and 25 with 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning left. I'll never understand that. Why did he do that? But, I mean, I don't know. Detroit played well. They played hard, and that's the type of football Dan Campbell wants to play. He wants to play smash mouth. I'm going to bust you in the chops for 4 quarters. Pause. So, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was great. Someone from the NFC North I didn't think was great, and who some smart people on TV had as their MVP favorite frontrunner candidate, was Justin Fields. And when I tell you, boy, is he atrocious. That dude sucks. That dude is ass. That dude is. The Bears are going to be bottom 5 in the league. Like I said last week, I don't buy it. I don't buy the hype. You could pay me to bet on the Bears for anything. I think they suck. I think that defense is porous. That was Jordan Love's first opening day start, and
he showed,
he shredded them.
He showed that he is that guy in week 1.
And he was without his best receiver, and Aaron Jones pulled his hamstring in the 3rd quarter, I think.
Yeah, and they still put up 30.
They still put up 38, I think.
Really? I thought it was 30-20. I might be tripping.
It was 38-20.
Let's see. Where is it? Into the preseason now.
There's 30. Yeah, it was 38-20.
Was it? Oh,
yeah.
I'm still in fucking preseason games.
Dummy.
What the fuck is happening here?
Let's look up Bears Packers, bro. It's
38-20. You're right. I was looking at the Rams score. They put up 30 in the games right above the Packers one.
Depending on how you look at that, that's a surprise or a letdown.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy when I saw that. They definitely struggled a little bit.
There's a video of Geno Smith dropping back on a 3rd and 4.
I saw it, and
Dude.
Aaron Donald's coming up to the middle. He goes, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!"
That was funny as shit.
I mean, that's true. I'd probably literally drop a deuce in my pants if that dude was running at me. So
I'd leave. I'd put the ball down and walk off the field.
I'd just hand it to him. There, take it. I don't want it.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, they underperformed though. Who knows? Maybe Matt Stafford being back, the Rams will be a team. I don't want to overreact, like I said, but I don't know. I think the Seahawks definitely maybe they needed that, get punched in the mouth. Maybe they were feeling themselves a little bit. Maybe they needed to take a little bit of a step back there, and I don't know. We'll see.
I'd like to see Geno do well because, a lot of people were really excited for him last year. He's kind of given hope to a lot of backup quarterbacks finally getting a shot. But he's definitely got to put it together a little better than that, especially against someone like the Rams.
Yeah, a team like that he should beat relatively easily.
Yeah. Then I want to talk about, you had this prediction for our week 1 games that the 49ers were just going to explode, but that the Steelers were still going to win. I'm very disappointed in the Steelers.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I definitely think, I definitely would have thought that they would have held in there a little bit better. But the 49ers, dude, I mean, Brock Purdy is solid. It doesn't look like his injury was really messing with him too much.
No.
I mean, he's essentially 50% passing, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a solid stat line. No turnovers, which is what you'd love to see. And then
that's the key for them, is can he not turn the ball over?
Right.
Sorry, I'm fixing my knee bandage here.
And me, shitting on CMC, saying I didn't think he was going to have it.
Proved you wrong.
He must have heard me fucking say that, because the 152 just rushing yards. I'm not even sure how much he did receiving and a touchdown.
Yeah, and he had a 65-yard dash to the end zone, so he played good. Oh, shit. He played good. Again, totally wrong. I thought the Steelers would be, I guess, better. I drank a little bit of the Kool-Aid for them, but I guess they're just going to be the same old 500 team they were the last 2 years.
I wonder how many more.
There's not much to say about the Niners. They're a juggernaut, dude. They have to be the NFC favorites, and even after the Cowboys winning 40-0, they have to be the NFC favorites. I mean,
I would like to see them play each other. That's going to be one hell of a game.
Yeah, well, you'll see it in the title game, and I'll be pissed off because we're going to fucking lose.
You don't know that, but I want to end this segment with a little bit of your Jags train. They look fucking solid out there.
Yeah. They look good, man.
They put up some respectable numbers.
Trevor Lawrence played well.
Definitely, you might be on to something with this little Jags train.
Trevor Lawrence played well. Calvin Ridley, I told you he's going to be a big addition for them. He's fast, man. He's fast. ETN, he's a good running back. They've got some other players like Zay Jones. I like their defense. But that being said, Anthony Richardson played well. I mean,
he did. He actually had a fairly decent game.
He played well. He played a lot better than I thought he would play, if I'm being 100% honest. I think I drafted him in one of my fantasy leagues because I was like, you never know. Rushing for quarterbacks, that's always good. But I thought he played well. I thought he definitely made some rookie throws. But, I mean, he stood in there. He scored a couple touchdowns. He played good. I mean,
I think if they can maybe add just a solid veteran player at either running back or receiver.
That's the thing. They don't have a playmaker on the outside.
I mean, Michael Pittman Jr., he's not bad. I mean, he almost caught 100 yards. He was like 2 yards shy. Evan Ingram had a decent game for a tight end nowadays.
Again, these are all guys that, like, on a solid team would be wide receiver 2s and 3s or tight end 2s.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram might be a tight end 1, but Michael Pittman is not a number 1 receiver in this league.
If they can bring in a solid wide receiver 1, it's not like they got beat bad.
No, they lost by 10.
Right. I mean, that's a very solid game for a team that a lot of people. I mean, I'm pretty sure my initial rating of that team was, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's the exact words that I used.
You had them finishing second, though.
Did I?
Yeah, you had them finishing second above the Titans, which is a little bit ridiculous. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, my exact words: 4 out of 10. Like one playmaker, team's just not there. Yeah. And then to come out and put 21 up against a very solid team, I need to put a little more respect on the name. It's that simple. I mean,
yeah, they played well. They're the craziest team in football, though. They'll come out and do that, and then they'll go out and lose by 48, and then they'll come back like beat the fucking Dolphins by 30, and then they'll tie like the Texans or something. They're the weirdest team in football. I don't know. I don't know anything, really. I'm just a dumbass talking to you about football, so.
That's fair. So we just need to do our picks and then.
Yeah, other than that, week 1, man, football's back. Super excited. Super hype, super happy. It was fun. It was good to just watch some football yesterday. Some real football, because preseason football makes you want to stab your eyes out with a butter knife.
Yeah.
It's like trying to eat soup with a fork, man. It just sucks.
No.
It's the worst.
All right, so let's start with our week 2 picks. As far as our picks,
what's the current score?
10-3 Buffalo with 45 left in a half.
45 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. I think Buffalo will pull that one out.
I think you're right. Yeah, Zach Wilson hasn't been doing very great. He got a shit rocked a minute ago.
Week 2, I think we start Thursday night with Philly and Minnesota.
Yep.
Give me Philly. Minnesota's defense sucks.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you. After seeing them lose, I'm not really on the Minnesota train very much anymore.
I haven't been. They're going to lose a lot of games like that this year.
Ravens, Bengals.
Yet.
I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think they're going to be coming out with a fucking vengeance after losing like that to Cleveland.
Give me the Ravens. They look good. Bengals are always slow, so give me the Ravens.
Seahawks, Lions. I know who we're both going to go with that one.
Give me the Lions.
Yeah, me too. Colts, Texans. Give me the Colts.
Yep, I like AR-15 in that one.
Is that his nickname? Is that what they're calling him?
That's what I heard, I guess. I don't know. Call him whatever you want, I guess. But
Bears, Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Baker Mayfield played good. Shout out Baker. He played all right. Too bad he went to that shitty school in Oklahoma. Anyways.
Chiefs, Jags. Ooh.
Chris Jones. Big news. Chris Jones coming. He's signed. He's going to be back.
You think
and
Kelsey's
if Travis Kelce plays, I think this is going to decide the home field advantage in the playoffs. Give me the Jags.
I'll jump on that train with you.
I bet you will. You know I'm right.
I'll invest in the Jags a little bit here.
You don't have the sack to pick against me.
Motherfucker, I might lose to you by 2 picks week 1. All right? Calm down. Packers, Falcons.
I think this is going to be a sneaky good game.
I'm going to agree with you, but I like the Falcons. They had a great game. I think the Packers are just a little bit better.
If they get Christian Watson back, I don't know what he's going to be like. Bijan. Yeah, give me the Packers. I think it's going to be a good game. I think coming down to the last 2 minutes type team, but give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers by 3.
Who's next?
We got Raiders, Bills.
Bills.
Yeah.
Bills by 20.
Hey, put some respect on Jimmy G's name.
Bills by 20.
Chargers, Titans. I'm not even going to ask.
Yeah. Chargers in a closer game than you think.
I could see that.
Their defense can't stop cold, so.
49ers, Rams.
49ers. This is always a good game, though. It's going to be close, but Rams can't stop the 49ers. So.
Giants, Cardinals. Give me the Giants.
Give me Cardinals.
Do we have any timeline on when Kyler's coming back?
No idea. I know he's at least out the first 4 weeks, but I don't know. He's been kind of quiet about his rehab. So, give me Cardinals. They played well. Giants might be trying to bounce back, but they got to fly all the way to Arizona to do it. I don't think they do it this week.
That's fair. Yeah, that's one of our first picks that's actually different. We only have 2 picks so far that are different. Jets, Cowboys.
Aaron Rodgers will be out.
Yeah. I honestly, I think Aaron Rodgers might have a torn Achilles. Putting him in that boot like that.
Yeah, something's going on. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get an update during halftime. Commanders, Broncos. Commanders.
Broncos.
Fuck you.
Look, man. I don't think you guys are going to score enough. You only have to score 17, but the Broncos, defense is good, man. Pat Surtain's going to be on that ass.
We're just going to run the ball a whole bunch.
Okay. And punt it a whole bunch, apparently, too.
Kiss my ass. We didn't punt it a whole lot. We just turned it over.
Even better.
Dolphins, Patriots.
Where they at?
I believe they're in New England. In New England, yeah.
It don't fucking matter. Give me the Dolphins.
You taking the Dolphins? All right.
Monday night, who we got?
I think we got 2 more games. Yeah, 2 more. Let's see. We got 2 Monday night games.
Oh.
Yeah. Saints, Panthers. Give me the Saints.
Who gives a shit?
Right?
Saints, I guess. Oh my god.
And Browns.
No one's gonna watch that.
Facts. No, Browns Steelers is the other game. Nobody's gonna fucking watch that either.
I don't give a shit about that either. Give me the Steelers.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Give me the Steelers. The Browns right tackle Jack Conklin towards ACL and MCL. TJ Watt's gonna have a field day.
Fair. All right. Our picks this week are a little more opposite than they were last week. If the Jets win this, you and I will be tied for picks. If they lose, you'll be up 2.
Yeah, we'll get this up Thursday, so we can just put it in.
I'll keep track of our thing in the comments on our.
Yeah. But yeah, man, good week of football, good week of sports. It was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. I like this length of episodes. I think everybody watching will agree that about an hour 15 is probably a little better. So
yeah, then almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
definitely a little too long. Hoping to engage with you guys a little bit more. First video did a lot better than I thought it was going to. You know, we're almost 40 views, and I think we have yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sure we know a lot of you guys, but
that's okay.
It's appreciated.
If you want us to talk about anything, comment it. We'll talk about it. I'm not shy. I don't care. I'll talk about anything. So, yep. Again, great week of football. Good to talk to you, man. Good to see you.
Like always.
Yep. I'm sure I'll talk to you before we get this up, and I'll see you next Monday or Tuesday.
All right, sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Good night.